Okay, let's see how this records this time on my way to work. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is another edition of Car Conversations on JLeesCorner. Okay. If y'all follow me on IG, y'all know yesterday I was like, oh, my spirit is off, my vibe is off, my energy is off. It's so much still going on in the world. I'm on my way to work right now, and I'm hoping this video records properly. Another reason I had not been recording in my car is because the mount that I have in my car, hey, I don't know if the heat has made it looser, but it's always a noise on the video as if the mount thing is making the phone shake. So I'm hoping this video plays through fine. I can upload it. And it's been so hot out, you know, my phone gonna probably be hot once I get to work. I'm driving to work. So I'm like, let me just record this real quick. But I am a very emotional person. You know, I tend to feel shit more than I used to when I was younger. I guess it's because I'm more mature now, and I feel others' pain or whatever. So I'm always trying to, again, keep myself centered, keep myself calm or whatever, and not to take in the emotions and the feelings of everybody else around me. But all this that is going on in the world currently, what's going on in Kenosha, Wisconsin, what's going on just everywhere in the world, it's just like an overwhelming feeling of too muchness, you know, to where you want to tune out, but you can't tune out because you don't want to act as if something isn't actively happening in the world today, because something is literally currently happening in the world today. And it's that balance of trying to be present in the moment, but also not continuously live in that moment of uneasiness, because it can easily drive you insane, and I don't want to go insane. So, because I have been trying for the past 2 days to get like my gossip chat done, but I keep like I just can't feel it. I started and, you know, it don't feel right, and so I hope to get it done when I get home today, once I get off work. And I just feel like other people may not realize how crazy it is to live in a world where, and I think Shannon Sharp said it on his show yesterday, how there are people who literally fear our black skin over someone walking around with an AR-15 taking people out, and to have to live in that every day, because at the end of the day, no one is exempt from it. Not me, not you, not your kids, not my people, you know what I'm saying? And so it's a thing of, you are like, I'm covered by the blood of Jesus, absolutely, but the devil is working strong in these streets recently, and it's the point of trying to not succumb to the feeling of, am I next? Is someone I know next? Is my city the next one? You know, to have these, you know, outbursts of frustration and, you know, no longer tolerating the bullshit of it all. I know a lot of people were saying how they never had heard of Kenosha, Wisconsin. I have, but only because, you know, people I grew up with back in the day, a lot of them had went to Kenosha, Wisconsin and were doing things. Okay, they were doing things in Kenosha. So I've known of Kenosha, Wisconsin for a while. I've known people who went to jail in Kenosha, Wisconsin at the end of the years, because I was aware of the state and the city. But what happened in Kenosha, Wisconsin, was happening in Kenosha, Wisconsin, was happening in other cities across the world, is a complete travesty. And I think the worst of it all is the white man who's really orange is in the house as the color of rice. He don't give a fuck. And that's also frustrating. And then you have people who are saying they don't even care to vote because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to vote between the lesser two evils. You have to. Because the lesser of two evils is still less evil. Who wants to keep the most evil motherfucker in power? Who wants to keep the most evil person in power? No one should want that. No one. And it's frustrating that white man who's really orange, who lives in a house that's colored rice, may still be in there for that exact reason, because people not taking heed to how bad the country is right now, and it's at least 75% his fucking fault. Because when you put someone in a position who lets people who don't like us feel like they can openly not like us and openly take us out, that has cause and effect. Because that happened, the effect is some of us have died. And nothing has happened. You got Portia now. Portia, Yandy, Pray the Truth. You have them still, trying just to get the officers of Breonna Taylor arrested. And while they're peacefully protesting, they're being arrested for peacefully protesting. That somebody was murdered and the people who did it ain't been arrested yet. You know what I'm saying? That's the world we live in. So that can be very, very heavy on the spirit, on my vibe, on my energy. And when I feel myself getting like that, I just kind of shut down a little bit. I have to reprogram myself and then keep moving forward. And it's just a sad day that more people don't realize we have to vote to change things. And that's not going to change nothing instantly. But if you keep voting the lesser of two evils who want to attempt to help the country, us included, if you can't realize that's what we need to do, then fuck you. JayBird or not, okay? Because I'm tired of seeing it. And seeing Jacob Blake's sister say, I'm not, sad. That's not what I am. She was like, I'm fed up. I'm tired of this bullshit. And we all should be tired of the BS. And we have to remember that our ancestors, the people before us, have been fighting for this for years. Since we were slaves. Just trying to be free and to not be oppressed by people who feel like they are better than. We are living in civil times to where we're trying to have our simple civil liberties. We don't want to be treated like we are less than. We don't want it to be to where if something happens to us, it's like, oh, they shouldn't have been out past curfew. Oh, they shouldn't have been. No, that's not what it is. Because and Chelsea Hamlin said, imagine if a black officer, went and shot some white dude 7 times in the back with his kids in the car. Imagine what would happen to that one black officer. All hell will rain down, honey. All hell would rain down. Okay? Because the people in power wouldn't stand for that. We have to understand the people in power are who we are trying to fight. And who we are trying to get them to understand we're not going to take this shit. I'm looking around place because it's on the camera. But as I was driving to work, my phone overheated. So the part you just saw is where the phone cut off. Because our phones don't do heat too much. But I feel like the gist of what I was saying, the gist of what I was feeling this morning, because I kept talking the whole way. I didn't realize the camera was cut off until I got right to work. I didn't realize the screen was black. I thought it was the sun. So yeah. But anyway, I do feel like The point of what I was saying was made, that just what's going on is just heavy on us, and we have to be able to, one, discuss it. We have to be able to, two, want change, and we have to be able to verbalize that it's not going to be an easy fix. It's not going to be an easy fix. It's not going to be a quick fix, but it has to start somewhere. I do feel lighter now. I do feel like I'm not as I was yesterday and really this morning before I get to work. And I think it's because I got it off my chest and I was able to just verbalize what was sitting on my shoulders. So I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. And, we'll talk later. Peace.